So there are a lot of things to think about when considering what's gone on over the last, let's say, 4, 5 months, 3 months, however you want to talk about it, leading up to the election, post-election. Everything boils down now to this big Texas case. This one that's been put forth by the Attorney General of Texas, stating that they were denied their equal rights because other states violated their state constitutions and the federal constitution by ignoring the state legislature's actions and allowed votes to be brought in and registered after November 2nd, the date of the election, which is a violation of their state and therefore federal constitution, because the Constitution gives all of the rights to the state legislatures, not the state attorney generals, not the state supreme courts, not anything else. It gives all of the rights to the state legislatures. Unless the state legislatures state we're going to have 3 extra days to receive ballots, then it is not lawful and it is not constitutional. Now, the historic truth is that the Supreme Court has been exceptionally hesitant to get involved in anything that could have an effect on the outcome of an election. The Bush-Gore case was an extreme anomaly, many feel, and it did influence the election. It allowed Bush to become president, and they say that it a little bit tainted the court with a large number of people as a result of that. But that is one of the things that is the kind of forces that's pressing on John Roberts and the sort of the middle of the road type folks on the Supreme Court. And that is why so few of these cases are ever accepted, despite lots of evidence, the fact is they want these to be adjudicated at the lower courts and then have the grand finale done at the Supreme Court on a constitutional issue. That's what they want. All right, so now here comes, everything else has failed, and now we're down to this one accusation that the fact, and it is a fact, and it had to happen at the election, couldn't be tested before then, so I can't say you should have done it before the election. They allowed votes to come in and be counted after the federal constitutionally authorized states had declared that those votes cannot come in and be counted after the election. And they violated that. They did it anyway. Of course, we know all the subterfuge. We know the papering up of the windows and the kicking out of the poll watchers and all these other things that occurred when they saw Trump was winning. And they needed to bring in stuffed ballots and bags of ballots and suitcases full of ballots. We know that is what happened, but we're not adjudicating that because that takes time. It takes a whole lot of forensic work to put together the trail of the crimes, and we don't have that much time because we're supposed to have the electors vote and we're supposed to have the new president sworn in January. So, no time. Therefore, the only case that by all rights should be heard by the Supreme Court and should be adjudicated by the Supreme Court is the case that is brought by Texas that states our votes could only be counted up to the day of the election per the law, per the state legislature's rules, which is per the Constitution. Why should they get to have extra votes counted in violation of their state's rules, state legislature's orders, and we can't? Why? That's not equal protection. And many states have joined. Senators, state senators, individuals all over the country have joined this lawsuit. And they presented it before the Supreme Court. And if the problem here is the Supreme Court had better hear it, and they'd better adjudicate the damn thing, because this is not just any old election thing. If they refuse to hear it, if they refuse to allow this thing to happen, then there will be a split in this country like never before. One half the nation will feel extreme injustice, extreme, and it will build and fester and grow into a powerful inferno over the next 4 years. And regardless of the political outcome, the division in this country as a result of the Supreme Court refusing to hear it would be off the charts. And I'm hoping that there are enough intelligent people in the U.S. Supreme Court, on the Supreme Court, to understand they have to hear this. They have to adjudicate it. Now look, if they adjudicate it and we lose, we lose. All right, we'll at least see what their facts are. We'll at least see what their reasoning is. At least we'll know why we lost. But if they don't even hear it, then forever we'll be demanding justice, and it will be nothing but a massive thorn in the side of this administration, and would just make anything they want to do like pushing a rock up a hill. They should think about this. They should think about this. Justice is all we're asking for here in TrumpNation. Justice. Nothing more.